It's me. It's Thursday. It's 11, 12, 2. What time is it? 2 o'clock? 2 o'clock. Today I thought that I would talk about hair removal, eyebrows, as well as other facial parts. I spend a lot of time on hair removal in this region here as well as this region here. And I do it myself because we can't afford it and whatever. Like, I'm going to drag my kids out to get stuff done. No. So, I just thought I'd share with you guys what I do and how I do it because I have gotten a lot of questions about my eyebrows in particular, and then I thought I would just share the products that we use for waxing as well. So, the eyebrows that you see are about half of my natural eyebrow. I could dig out some pictures and share. Maybe I will do that. Let's not. We'll save that for another day. Okay. But just take my word for it. It's totally true. So, I have eyebrows that grow, if you were just to draw like a straight line across, that pretty much would be like hair central. And then I do even get hairs like farther down, and then this is like a whole nother story. But where I tweeze is in the underneath part. Obviously I try and keep this totally clean, and then the space between the two brows, because you know, who really wants a unibrow? Not me. I do, however, try and keep this area, I don't touch it. I try and leave it alone because I feel like it gives like more of a natural look, and I have, when I do wax or when I have waxed up here, it just looks a little overly manicured. So my compromise is to kind of let this be what it wants to be. I do trim them so they don't get crazy, but I don't wax or tweeze up in this area. I really try not to. Because if I waxed up here, then I'd have to like wax my whole head because I don't wax any of this. I mean, and those of you that know me and have gotten really close to me know that I'm like hairy on every inch of my body. Like, I am a fuzzy little peach of a woman. I'm fuzzy everywhere. So it doesn't make sense for me to wax anywhere but where I absolutely have to. Okay. So we tweeze down here. We tweeze here. I do wax here just because there's so many teeny tiny little hairs. It just makes it easier. But I feel like waxing under here can get a little scary because you can take off way more than you intend to. So that's what I do up in this area. And how I trim them is I use this nifty little thing that I've been using as my show and tell pointer. And I brush them up. And believe me when I tell you, these puppies are thick. They are not penciled in any way, shape, or form, and they grow super quickly. So what I have to do is brush them up, take my very sharp little scissors, and ever so carefully trim away the crazies. So we do it when we brush up and trim, and then we brush down, which I know some people would disagree with me on this, but I brush down and trim up the bottom as well, so when they are pushed into place, they're more likely to stay there and not have crazy. But they do grow really fast, so that is something that I have to do, and I just did that today, so that's what spurred me thinking that I needed to make this video. After we do that, and they're all perfectly trimmed, and little disclaimer, my eyebrows will never be symmetrical. This one is like my good brow. It grows nicely. It kind of just keeps its shape. It grows up and over. This puppy is like my flat top. It's kind of like if I were to be able to just do this for one eyebrow, that's what it's doing. Like, it's flatter. It grows sideways. So look at me. They're never going to be symmetrical. And it might be like an optical illusion, because maybe this one looks like it's starting farther out and this one's starting in, but they really do start the same place on my eye. Just, it's crazy. So roll with it. I mean, they're not going to be perfect, and I'm okay with that because this is just the way they grow. So once I get them as close to perfection for what they are, then we want to keep them in place. So I used to use clear mascara, just the Great Lash Clear, and I would like wipe off the wand so there was nothing left on it and brush them into place, and that was fine. But what I've discovered that I like a million times better is this Smashbox Brow Wax, and it's a pencil, a little wax pencil, and all you do is you just draw it on, and then with the heat of your fingers, you know, you can kind of push them into place, and it looks so much more natural. You don't get that dried gel look that can happen. Even if you do wipe off the wand, it can dry differently in certain places, or you can get more on in certain places, and it just looks crazy. And this is nice, and it doesn't flake, nothing. I love this. I don't think I'll ever go back to using clear mascara. This is really great. So if you have big eyebrows and you don't have something that you love, give this a try. It is Smashbox Brow Wax. It's good. Okay, so that's the upstairs portion. The downstairs portion, which maybe no one wants to talk about. Maybe no one has the same problems that I do, but I do have to wax this. And when I say I have to wax, like I have to wax it. I mean, you might as well just like do like that, because do you see what's growing out of my head? Like, it's just ridiculous. So for all of my blonde friends, like, I love you, and you know I do, but I kind of really hate you because your hair removal issues are so small compared to mine, and I don't like hair removal. Like, I spend so much time on it, and I hate it, and I hope that one day I land a killer job that makes me a ton of money so that I can just laser myself to death so I don't have to do these things. Is this product by Gigi. We have used the honey wax or the all-purpose honey wax before. This is their cream wax version. I just tend to think this is just a little bit better. I think the all-purpose honey wax is fine, but this is for like the sensitive skin formula, and so for those purposes, that's why we choose this one. And this is the wax that I use here and here and TMI. But let's just be real, right? Just put it all out there. Only for you girls. So, like, I get sometimes, like, little crazy hairs here, and so we wax those off. But I don't go crazy because, like I said, I'm fuzzy everywhere, and I don't want to have, like, patches of fuzz and no hair. And we waxed last night. And we do wax Justin with this as well. I'm not the only hairy one in this family. So, this is it, and you just, side is the little pink wax. And you just warm it up in the microwave and then do it in like 30-second increments and stir it until it gets kind of, you know, loosened up and thin enough. You don't want it to be too thin, but you also don't want to be too thick either. And then it comes with different products, one to put on before you wax, one to put on to take the wax off after you wax, and then there's like a post-waxing concealer that helps kind of calm your skin down. And not really conceal the fact that you just wax, because let's face it, your skin is like on fire and it's red and swollen and whatnot, but it does kind of calm your skin down a little bit. And then there's like a slow grow you're supposed to put on like daily when you get out of the shower, but we've never used that just for fear of like breaking out. My favorite tweezers are Tweezermans. I've used pretty much every brand that's out there. A second runner-up would be these Revlon Ultimate. I picked these up because Justin was gone in the field and he took all of our Tweezerman tweezers, stinker. And, you know, Tweezermans are $20, so I think these probably were at least half that or less, these Revlon ones. So I just grabbed them because they looked really similar, and these actually work really well. These are totally fine. Tweezermans are just sharper. They last forever. You can send them back in to get them sharpened. And I know I'm my own worst critic. I am fully aware of that. But, you know, it's something that has been pointed out to me, have been made fun of. You know, it's a sensitive thing, I think, for a lot of people, facial hair in general. And I know it's only going to get more interesting as we get older, because I have found, like, the stray hair. I have, like, one hair that's just decided to start growing out of my face. Gross. So, anyway, that's what I have. Did I say I buy this from Sally Beauty Supply, GG Wax. I know you can buy it from other places. That's just, most beauty supply places carry this brand. And they do sell the products themselves separately. So, like, if you just run out of, like, one of the products, that's fine. We just tend to buy the kit because we go through it so quickly. You know, that's what we do. And then we buy extra muslin strips to do the actual removal, because we do such large square footage area. So if you have questions about at-home waxing, put them in the comments. I will answer them. I will get back to you. If I don't know who you are, like, if you comment and you're like a private thing, I have no way, A, to know who you are if you have like a mystery name, not your name, you know, like a little something. When I click on your name and it goes to like private profile, I have no way to know who you are or contact you. So at least if you don't want to change your blogger settings so that like your email shows, which you can do that if you go into, like, I think it's just your account settings or your profile settings, you can have it so just your email shows. And then at least that way I can click on it and email you, so I can you know, comment back or whatever. You know, or whatever. If you want to be private and you don't want me to know who you are, that's fine too. I'm more than happy to, like, just answer questions, like, in a post themselves, but I feel like it's more personal if I could just email you. But if you have questions about it, please ask me. Ask away. That's why I'm doing this video, because it's not something that I've seen go around. People don't like to talk. People don't like to talk about hair removal, but because it's such a big part of my life, I thought I would share. I would be the brave one to go out and talk about it. So that's what I do. What do you do? Do you not have to do anything? Are you one of the lucky blonde people? It's alright, you know, we all have our own challenges in life. So anyway, happy Thursday. I hope you guys are enjoying the rest of your week, and thank you to all those that entered the giveaway. It's been awesome to see some new faces as followers and whatnot, so welcome new followers, and I hope this didn't scare you away. Most of you know me, so I'm sure you, if nothing else, got a good chuckle out of it, but those of you who don't and are new followers, please don't run away. I promise I talk about more appropriate things than just this, but maybe you'll appreciate my candor here. So anyway, we'll talk to you soon, and have a good weekend. Okay, bye.